Hi everyone, it's Anthony back with another video, and today we're actually going to be talking about a sunscreen that I'm just about finished with and wanted to do a full review. I posted a review on the blog and on social media elsewhere in kind of written format, obviously, but I wanted to do a quick video and just do a quick demo of the product as well. And the sunscreen that I wanted to talk to you all about is the Keep Cool Soothe Bamboo Sun Essence. This is SPF 50 plus PA4 pluses. So a pretty high protection sunscreen from the brand Keep Cool. So I'm not incredibly familiar with the brand Keep Cool. I have used their Soothe Bamboo lotion. I used that kind of at the beginning of the year. It was good, but it didn't blow my mind. It was kind of just a middle of the road lotion, had bamboo in it, kind of a hydrating, nourishing lotion, but I wasn't blown away. However, the Keep Cool Soothe Bamboo Sun Essence, which is a fairly new release from the brand, is on a whole different level of sunscreens, and I am in love with this stuff. So some of the featured ingredients here, obviously you have bamboo water, which kind of makes up the a good portion of the ingredients list. 401.8 parts per million, so about 40% bamboo water in this sunscreen. You also have some Centella asiatica extract in here, a lot of different soothing and calming root extracts and plant extracts, hydrators, including several different forms of sodium hyaluronate, which was similar to the lotion that I used earlier in the year. So you have sodium hyaluronate, hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid, and a few other different forms that I'm not going to embarrass myself by trying to pronounce on a video, but you have a fairly decent, robust formulation that's focused on soothing, hydrating, and then obviously protection. So this is a super lightweight sunscreen. Why am I showing you this? You can't see the inside of it. I was going to show you the applicator tip. Is this like really, there we go. It's this really thin, narrow applicator tip. It's similar to what I guess you'd find in a normal tube style sunscreen, but because it's got that clear plastic around it, it just looks a little bit more interesting and eye-catching. And so it applies really, really nicely. I do the Fitty Snails 3 fingers method of sunscreen application. And so having that tip applicator makes it pretty easy just to apply right up the finger. I'll usually go a little heavier than that because this applies with a really narrow line of sunscreen. And like I said, I'm almost done with this. I wanted to save my last little bit to share with you all. So this is kind of probably the last application I'm going to get out of this. But that's about how much I'd apply on my face and the kind of part of my neck per application. And you can see it's this lightweight fluid lotion. You can see it's kind of starting to drip down my fingers a little bit. So it's got some wateriness to it. It's just a wonderful weight for a sunscreen. It reminds me a lot of the Klairs Soft Airy UV Essence. However, this does not have any sort of artificial fragrance. Not that the Klairs one does, but that one does have a bit of orange oil at the very end of the ingredients list. So this does not have any essential oils either. It has zero scent, whereas the Klairs one has a little bit of kind of a plasticky kind of scent. It has this interesting scent that does dissipate fairly quickly. But this has no noticeable scent whatsoever. It applies like a dream. It goes on kind of like a creamy serum or a super light lotion, and it just absorbs so nicely. This is my second or third application of sunscreen for the day, and usually by this time my skin's pretty soft and moistened, so it doesn't take that much to get sunscreen to go into the skin once I've already been applying it throughout the day. So that just melted right in, and it has this lovely, just kind of soft, touchable feel. It doesn't leave the skin feeling greasy or shiny. I mean, you get that glow, you get a shine from it, but I kind of like that. But it doesn't leave you with that oily kind of shine. Very, very lightweight, approachable, but because it's got the bamboo, the different forms of hyaluronic acid, it just feels very hydrating, like a nice hydrating light lotion or kind of creamy serum. As far as the soothing benefits, I don't necessarily see a lot of that, and that was kind of my main complaint about the bamboo Soothe lotion is I don't know if bamboo just isn't something that my skin really takes as a very impactful ingredient for soothing, but I don't notice any redness reduction or inflammation reduction or soothing from this sunscreen. I didn't see it from the lotion either. So for that portion, it's not really what I'm looking at it for. It's all about that hydration, the really, really lightweight, easily absorbed feel. This is gonna be great, or I would assume this will be perfect for those with oily skin that have difficulty using sunscreens or dislike heavier sunscreens. The lack of scent is awesome. It just melts into the rest of the routine. It doesn't feel like a chore to be applying sunscreen. It just feels so incredibly comfortable and lightweight, and it's awesome. I hate to say it because the Klairs has been such a go-to. I started using the Klairs Soft Airy UV Essence late last year, and I fell in love with it, and I've gone through several bottles of that, and it's always my go-to if another sunscreen doesn't work out. But I have to say, this one from Keep Cool, I think has got it beat because it does use truly zero fragrance. It smells like nothing, and it just kind of, it's just so easy to work this into your routine. There's not a lot of sacrifice, if any. So I know that's a hard thing to find sometimes with sunscreens. As far as wearing it under makeup, I'm not a makeup wearer, so I can't really speak to that, but it dries down with like a nice, not tacky finish, it's just kind of a soft, dewy finish, so I don't see why this would be a pain to use underneath makeup. However, if you have used this particular product underneath makeup, make sure to, why won't that focus? There we go. Make sure to let me know or leave some comments, that way we can kind of share our experiences. But I just wanted to share this real quick. I'll put the link to the full blog review in the description, but I am loving this stuff and I'm just about done. Holding it up to the light, I'm kind of down to like here, so I've got just a teensy amount left, probably enough to do this front part of my scalp that I usually try to do with my face sunscreen, and then I'll do the back with body sunscreen. So just enough. It's gonna last me the rest of the day, which is kind of a bummer. So that's that. I love this product. I think this may be my favorite sunscreen so far this year, the Keep Cool Soothe Bamboo Sun Essence. But as I was running out of this, I knew I was gonna save the rest for a video, so I wanted to incorporate a new face sunscreen just to kind of make that transition. And I'm gonna go ahead and just do a really quick review of that because I just used it for 2 applications today and it's an absolute no-go for me. And it's very unfortunate. It is from Root Tree and it is their Mobi Therapy UV Sun Shield SPF 50+, PA 4+. So this was gonna be the product to replace the Keep Cool starting tomorrow or later on today as soon as I run out of the Keep Cool. The problem that I had, couple of problems I had with it just with the first couple applications is the scent, the fragrance is very intense and it is not at all my speed. I don't mind synthetic fragrance, don't get me wrong, as long as it's a fragrance that I enjoy and it's something that I look forward to applying. So this isn't that. This is a very powdery, kind of floral, kind of sweet scent that is just, it's not at all what I would want on my skin. This does have a nice lightweight consistency, a little bit thicker than the Keep Cool. You can see it's not kind of sliding down my finger, but it is fairly lightweight. The other thing that I noticed with this is it did leave just a teensy bit of a cast behind, and then it took about a minute for it to fully absorb and fully kind of pat in, so I didn't notice any cast. And I should have shown you that. With the Keep Cool, you don't have that. It just kind of melts immediately. So this is the Root Tree Mobi Therapy. And so it does leave a little bit of a cast, even when it's fully massaged in. It just takes a little bit for that to go away, but it does go away. So that was another thing. I was like, considering this is a chemical sunscreen, I was hoping not to see that. But yeah, that scent is like this soapy, kind of fresh, kind of powdery, kind of floral. And I don't like saying that something smells like an older person would wear it, but it has that more, it has a scent that I would associate with maybe an older audience. Is that okay to say? Think of if Brighton Collectibles, Things Remembered, and Coldwater Creek decided to develop a signature fragrance. This is what I would assume that would smell like. It's very much that kind of realm, if you get my drift. So it's just not at all for me. It's been sticking around. I used it this morning and then I did another application, and I just get wafts of it coming off of my face. It took about an hour after each application before it kind of started to really dissipate. But outside of that, within that hour, it was just like, I turned my head and I kept getting hits of it. I had to put my mask on today to run a quick errand, and having that scent on my face and then trapped in the mask, I was just like, ugh, like, this isn't my style at all. And I could see some other people maybe really liking it, but even then, I don't think it's something you would like on your face. You might like it as a perfume, but you don't want it coming off of your skin, I don't think. But other than that, it feels okay. The second application of the day, I noticed a little bit of pilling, but it wasn't much, and I was able just to kind of pat it in. So I can't really speak to that. I've only been using it for one day, but the scent is so off-putting and so something that I don't want on my body or on my face that I think that's it. I think I know my skin enough, I know my preferences enough to not force it. And it's a bummer because I really, really trusted Alicia Yoon's recommendation and curation on this, which, like I said, some people might really like this product. So I ended up going for 2. I just went all in and got 2. But this one's unopened. I'm gonna probably give this to someone that maybe might like that scent. Maybe an aunt or a great aunt might really appreciate this. That's so mean, but I'm just being honest. Might really appreciate this sunscreen. And then the one that's opened, I'll see if I can find someone to take it. Otherwise, it might be going into a donation box or just going in the bin, unfortunately. So yeah, not a fan at all of the Root Tree Moba Therapy UV Sun Shield. There are some great ingredients in here outside of the fragrance. You've got sesame sprout extract, you've got soybean in here as well. There's a proprietary blend of herbal ingredients that's supposed to help with, I think, anti-aging and soothing that's specific to Root Tree, but the fragrance is really what stands out in this product. Oh, there's titanium dioxide in here too, so there's a little bit of physical sunscreen. And for that, having said that, that's not bad, because it does absorb in. So there are some pluses to this, but it feels like it's just all over me. Like I want to take a shower and I've only put it on my hands. Like I just want it off of me. So yeah, kind of a major fail there, unfortunately. Peach and Lily, they're the curators of this product, and that's where I picked it up. So kind of a bummer if you're not into intense, lingering, floral, powdery, sweet, potpourri bowl kind of scents, then this might not be your jam. However, if you have used it and you like it, make sure to leave a comment, let me know. I'm gonna hold on to at least the open one until I can figure out some sort of resolution. So if you want me to try it another way, or maybe it'll be fine as a body sunscreen, let me know. Otherwise, this is an absolute winner from Keep Cool. Incredible sunscreen. So happy with it. I will be coming back to this, I'm sure, time and time again. So if you get a chance to get your hands on it, please let me know your thoughts, and I'll put links for everything below. So thank you so much for checking out this video, and as always, stay glowing. Bye. Oh, God. She nasty. Ooh, she nasty. Ooh.